Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you are here. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and tap the join button if you would like to support the channel. Today we are exploring a complicated triangle of headlines involving Elçin Sengu, Barış Arduç, and writer-actress Gupse. Rumors about tension have swirled for months, and instead of repeating the same shallow claims, we are going to unpack how these stories began, what industry sources actually say behind the scenes, and why things may not be as dramatic as tabloids want you to believe. Let us begin with the background. Years ago, Elçin and Barış achieved enormous popularity thanks to their sparkling on-screen chemistry. Their collaboration turned them into one of the most talked about pairings in Turkish television. At the very same time, Barış's real-life partnership with Gupse was growing privately, away from the cameras. That combination, an adored fictional couple and a real relationship, created the perfect breeding ground for speculation. Fan expectations clashed with reality, and every neutral gesture was interpreted as either secret affection or silent jealousy. How did the latest wave of conflict claims ignite? According to people familiar with recent productions, it started with a mundane scheduling issue. A brand approached both Elçin and Barış for a joint commercial appearance. Negotiations stalled because of logistical timing and creative direction. Insiders say the disagreement had nothing to do with Gupse, yet anonymous accounts on social media framed the normal business decision as proof that someone blocked someone else. Within hours, screenshots spread, edited phrases circulated, and a narrative of rivalry was reborn. Elçin, known for her dry humor, addressed questions in a brief conversation after a rehearsal. She emphasized that collaboration requires aligned calendars, scripts, and energy. She did not insult anyone. However, a small portion of the press lifted one sentence out of context and built a headline that implied bitterness. Meanwhile, supporters of Barış and Gupse felt compelled to defend their household, amplifying the noise further. By the end of the week, viewers who never saw the original exchange believed there had been a dramatic confrontation, even though witnesses insist it was calm. Let us look at personality dynamics rather than gossip. Elçin is described by crew members as process-oriented. She prefers to dissect character motivations, polish dialogue, and rehearse until emotional beats feel natural. Barış, on the other hand, is more instinctive, comfortable discovering rhythm during shooting. These approaches are not enemies. They are simply different. When two methods meet under tight deadlines, tension can surface. That is not betrayal or malice. It is the daily reality of creative work. Gupse, as a writer, reportedly encourages Barış to trust his instincts, while also respecting that every performer shapes craft uniquely. Reducing this professional diversity to the label jealousy dismisses the nuance of the artistic process. Another ingredient fueling rumors is visibility. Gupse often chooses to stay out of joint promotional interviews. Her absence is then repackaged as disapproval, even though friends say she prefers focusing on her own scripts rather than leaning on Barış's public appearances. When she does attend an event, photographers highlight any neutral expression and attach captions like "icy look." It becomes a cycle, a still frame, an invented emotion, and a headline repeated enough times that it is accepted as fact. What about direct interactions between Elçin and Gupse? Production staff from earlier projects recall polite greetings, normal backstage conversation, and even shared laughter about internet theories. There is no confirmed record of shouting matches or dramatic walkouts. One source recounted a small moment during a lunch break. Gupse complimented a line delivery from a rehearsal, and Elçin asked a question about comedic timing. Hardly the material of a feud. Yet such ordinary cooperation rarely sells advertising space, so it disappears beneath louder, fabricated narratives. It is also worth examining the psychological pressure placed on public figures. When fans project a desired storyline such as rekindled romance, they may unintentionally erase real relationships. Constant comparison can create fatigue. Choosing distance from a hypothetical collaboration might be an act of self-preservation, not hostility. By stepping back, participants reduce opportunities for misinterpretation. Ironically, that protective step is then framed as evidence of conflict, completing a loop that is very hard to break. Recently, supporters of all three names have started pushing back against sensationalism. Hashtags promoting respectful discourse and appreciation of professional achievements have gained traction. Viewers are sharing clips of charitable initiatives, theater workshops, and training sessions to redirect attention towards substantive work rather than recycled drama. This shift suggests audiences are becoming more media literate, recognizing how easily emotion can be manipulated through selective editing. Looking ahead, could Elçin and Barış work together again? Industry analysts say nothing is impossible. If a script arrives that aligns with both schedules and offers genuine creative value, they might accept. But any future decision will likely prioritize stability for everyone involved, including Gupse. Authentic collaboration requires trust, not pressure from outside commentary. The healthiest outcome may be a period of separation followed by a mindful reunion only if and when it feels organic. To summarize the verifiable picture, there is no public confirmation of a personal feud. Differences in working style and fan expectations have been inflated into a myth. Gupse's presence in Barış's life does not erase professional respect between former co-stars. Elçin's boundaries do not constitute resentment. The narrative of endless hostility benefits click-driven outlets, not the people whose names are used. As viewers and supporters, we have the ability to influence the tone of coverage. Engage critically. Ask whether a headline cites direct quotes or unnamed friends. Notice when a single photo is used to define an entire relationship. Celebrate craft instead of controversy. By doing so, you help create a healthier environment in which artists can choose collaboration because they want to, not because they are coerced into proving something. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed this deeper, balanced look at the situation, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and click join for extra content. Share your thoughts below. How do you interpret the so-called tension? Do you think media consumers can reduce exaggerated narratives? I look forward to reading your comments. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.